Why, good morning, my dearest, and welcome back to Edgier Than Thou. Today we're going to be discussing a cute little piece of journalism and get some idea of how the anti-woke mind virus operates. Before we start, let me be clear that I know not all anti-woke arguments are this worthless. I know that they're capable of making points better than the ones I'm about to show you. They're still easily disprovable and profoundly unconvincing, but they're not all this horrendous. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. In October of 2021, Danish toy company The Lego Group announced they'd be removing gender bias from their toys after a survey showed that children, mostly boys, still expressed fear that playing with toys outside of their stereotype gender norms would incite bullying. And people have bent over backwards since then to present this change as a bad thing somehow. Normally, I probably wouldn't take time out of my day to discuss something this frivolous, but I don't know if you've noticed, I actually kind of have a thing for Lego, and having bought a fair few of their products since this announcement, I don't really have to do a whole lot of research to see how this has panned out thus far. To the extent that anything has really changed with Lego in the past few years, as far as I can tell, I've mostly just seen that closer to half of nameless characters like stormtroopers and TIE fighter pilots have girl faces. And if you were one of the people upset by that, I don't know, I'd cry harder, I guess. But then, just as the woke left hung its head in defeat, dejected at Lego's failures to indoctrinate the kids with transgenderist ideology, the company made its boldest move yet, announcing a brand new original theme entitled Dreams, which, as we'll soon learn, is actually a sleeper agent for the non-binary ideology. My first exposure to this manufactured controversy was an article from GB News that appeared on my Twitter feed as if a gift from Elon Musk himself. The article is real bad. It doesn't actually make any arguments, and it fails to even try to defend its own headline. And so for that reason, I decided to look elsewhere for an anti-woke refutation of Lego's new evil agenda, a pursuit which led me to a DailyMail article by Zach Wheeler entitled "Lego Sparks Outrage Over Its New Gender-Neutral Collection as a Company is Accused of Forcing Woke Ideology on Australian Children." In this article, two proclaimed experts argue that the new Dreams line will push ideologies onto naive children who aren't old enough to comprehend the complexities of gender theory. Okay, that's a coherent sentence. It's dumb, but it's coherent. Let's try and determine how exactly this line of toys is attempting to force children to comprehend the complexities of gender theory. According to Reverend Peter Curty, proofread your goddamn articles, Daily Mail. No, seriously, of the 8 times they try to spell this guy's name, they get it wrong thrice. Anyhow, according to Pete, the toys themselves are not pushing ideologies onto children. However, the accompanying animated series will, quote, promote non-binary ideology because the villain of the series, the Nightmare King, is, quote, obviously a binary figure. No, seriously. That's it. That is the entire fucking argument in this absolute waste of space of an article. A toy line is forcing woke ideology onto kids because an accompanying YouTube series will have a binary villain, and that playing with the toys will reinforce this ideology by reminding them of the images they see in the show. I've been trying for a little while now to find a charitable interpretation of this argument, and I gotta say, I've got nothing. Legitimately, there is no good, defensible way to interpret this argument. He just spat those words into the ether. They're so dry for examples of children being indoctrinated by woke ideology that literally anything qualifies as woke as long as they can find a person willing to sell their soul enough to lend the claim fallacious credibility. So that should end it right here, right? This whole article being predicated on the dumbest premise imaginable? Yes. Yes, it should. But let's dig just a tad further. Let's take a look at a few sentences from this article for no particular reason. Lego sparks outrage over its new gender-neutral collection. It did not. This article quotes 2 guys who didn't like the new line. A new TV show will also be launched on May 15th and feature the new, quote, gender-inclusive characters. This article literally fucking quotes a Lego spokesperson saying, "Our new theme does not explicitly feature any gender-neutral characters or toys. Lego is doing this because they see there's money in it." Actually, this one has a point. Congratulations, a conservative remembering how capitalism works. Lego has been accused of forcing woke ideology onto Australian children. They're a plastic building toy. Nobody is forcing you to buy them. Please learn what stores are. Anyhow, this has been a brief look at some of the worst journalism I've been forced to engage with in a long-ass time. Am I using that word right? Well, if you enjoy this sort of thing, please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, or put this planet out of its misery. And with that, I will see you in the next one.